Hello everyone, this is TheLuminousGlow and I'll be showing you an insight to World of Warcraft. Recently it went free to play up until level 20, however it is got limitations as well. For example, no guild creating, no guild joining, chat limitations and no voice, and probably a couple other ones, so you have to read up about that. But it's great if you want to try out World of Warcraft for free. Up until level 20 you can do most of the stuff. Well, I say most of the stuff, but you know, the real fun starts from level 85. Unfortunately I haven't got to level 85 yet on any of my characters. But I'll also be showing you how higher level characters are as well, so that you know in case you want to play the game by paying. So let's start by creating a new character. I have all the expansions, so you won't have all of them. So what you will be able to play is, there's two sides, Alliance and Horde. Alliance are supposedly the goodies and Horde supposedly the baddies, but that may not be the case. And you'll be able to play everything up to Draenei on the Alliance side, and everything up to Blood Elf on the Horde side. You won't be able to play Goblin or Worgen in the free-to-play version. The free-to-play version, you'll get the original game and the Burning Crusade for free, and they'll give you deals on the Wrath of the Lich King and Cataclysm if you choose to purchase the game. So it's a very good opportunity for you to pay less money to play this game. If you do want to pay to play, it is £10 a month. Well, actually, it is £8.99 a month, and I'm not pretty sure about the dollars, but probably around $15 a month. I'm not sure. And there are here 10 playable classes. However, in the free-to-play one you won't have Death Knight, as that is a Wrath of the Lich King expansion add-on. So you won't have Death Knight, but you'll have Warrior, Paladin, Hunter, Rogue, Priest, Druid, Warlock, Mage and Shaman. I'll give a quick overview of each one. Warrior is a tank. He's basically a warrior. He fights melee combat and he can take a lot of damage or he can do a lot of damage. Paladin is similar to a warrior, however he uses mana, a magic source, for healing and to do his damage and defense. And he gives a lot of buffs. So everybody loves the Paladin. Hunter is a guy with a bow, so long-ranged damage with a pet to do all your work for you. There's the Rogue, which is a sneaky guy, so basically like an assassin. You creep around in the shadows and you backstab enemies. The Priest is the main healer in the game. You heal and that's about all you do, but you can do shadow magic, which is a very good damage dealer. There is Druid, which is not for this class. So Druid is similar to a Priest, being that you can do magic, but it's more like a mixture between Mage and, well, Mage. So it's basically, it can be like a Mage and it can be like a Priest in the healing, but it can also shapeshift into animal form, so it's pretty cool. There's the Warlock, which you have a little demon, so basically like a hunter, except you do damage with magic. There is the Mage, which is pure damage with magic. You can like have fire, ice and something else. And then there's the Shaman, which is your like a hippie basically. You can summon totems and you're one with nature. But Shamans are cool, and you can heal people as well. So that's all the classes, and I've told you all the players that you can play. Let's quickly make one. I think I'll be, well, I've never been a Night Elf before, really. Oh, while you're making a character, be sure to see the description, as they each have their own special move that is only to them. For example, this one is a Tauren. His maximum health is increased and he can use a Stomp ability, stunning nearby opponents. Meanwhile, the Blood Elf, he can silence nearby opponents. That's for magic damage dealers. And that's that. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly be an orc. An orc. Shaman Rogue. Blood Elf. I'll be a Blood Elf Rogue. My name... Mr. Bob. There. Except that name is unavailable. Mr. Bob Smith. That name is unavailable. Mr. Bob Smith E. Mr. Bob Smithy. Okay, that's pretty embarrassing. Minotaur. Okay, Minotaur. Enter world. So you have to load, and then you'll be in the game. Another great thing about World of Warcraft, it's the only game I know so far in which you can play the game while it's downloading the content for you. So you only have to download probably around a couple gigabytes, maybe 3 gigabytes, and then you can play the full game. And it'll be downloading all the content for you while you're playing it. I'm just gonna quit the cinematic. And there I am. I'm this rogue guy. I've got ability on my toolbar, so this is an MMORPG, just like Champions Online is. I have to just kill some mana rims over here. And basically I take quests, do quests. You can see the combat here. Killed one. Have to loot it, right click on its corpse and take that. And there's quite a lot of quests to do, and it's the best way to level up, but you can do other stuff like dungeons and PvP as well to level. Alright, well that's the basic, what you get from starting out. And then if I'd killed 6 of them, I'd come back here and get the first quest done, and that will be all. I'll show you now the higher level characters and really cool features like mounts and flying mounts. So log out. 20 seconds to log out. Another cool thing is depending on your class you can have armor, like cloth and stuff. For example, the rogue is leather, he uses leather clothing. Death Knights use plate. I think I'll show you the Death Knight. The Death Knight is from the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, so you won't be able to play him. But if you do get Wrath of the Lich King, you have to have a level 55 character first before being able to play Death Knight, because Death Knight, your character starts at level 55. Which some people might disagree that it's a bad thing, but I think it's a good thing because, well, it will take forever to level up a second character all the way to level 55, let alone 85. Yeah, my loading times are slow. Alright, so here I am, my little Death Knight. I really like the gear he's wearing. It's PvP armor. You can see he has health here, it's at 100%. I forgot how to change it back to numbers, but that's just me. Ah, there we go. Press the C button and you can see I've got 18,000 health and I need this much XP. It's my XP bar down there. The highest level was 85, you start at level 1 obviously. And I'll show you now quickly the mounts. So you can have, for example, a mount for walking about on, like this one. It's a really cool mount, I think. It cost me 800 gold. Or you can have flying mounts, for example, this sort of tiger bat thing. It's a really good way of getting around, it's really fast. And unfortunately you can't have a mount until you're level 20. And you can't have a flying mount until you're level 60. So it's a pretty long wait, but it's worth the wait because they're really cool. There are other stuff you can do, for example fishing or alchemy or training like that, and that would be your money making professions. You can also have mining as your primary or secondary profession, and there is also something called talents. This is based on your player class. I am a Death Knight, and I can pick from Blood, Frost, or Unholy. Once you get to level 30, you can pick a second talent, which you can change to any time you want. And I chose Blood and Unholy at the moment. Unholy is pretty cool. I can just spawn a random minion, and I'm like a hunter now. Yeah. And that's it. That's basically WoW. I would have shown you PvP and dungeons, but unfortunately I don't have enough time for that. I can show you where you get them from. There's a button down here which says player versus player. As you can see, you can queue in for a random battleground and you get these points which you can buy armor with. And this is the dungeon finder, and I can find a group like that. Maybe later I'll have some videos up of gameplay of the dungeon finding and the PvP finding in WoW. But for now, I'm just going to end the video at this. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and hopefully this made you want to play WoW, as it is a really cool game.